Hello, y'all. Greetings. Welcome to Percocet channel. A channel where I, take you on a journey for what I've been through, things I'm dealing with, things I have been dealing with. Just hoping to give you, from my experiences, to give you, advice and hopefully that you'll learn from some of the things I've been through and some of the things and the way I think and, stuff like that. Another thing, I always forget to mention that me and my co-partner, Deacon Jones, have a podcast that we do called the Go Through Podcast. You can subscribe to that channel over there where we go into depth about our experiences. We do things about dealing with our mothers on, drugs. His mother and my mother used to always hang together. Him and I have been hanging together since we were 8, 9, I don't know. Since we were very young, we've been hanging together. And so we talk about a lot of real stuff that we've been through. So you go over and subscribe to the Go Through Podcast with me, Stepper, and Deacon Jones. On this video right here, I want to talk about my addiction to Percocets, Oxycodone. First, let me tell you how it started. My addiction to Percocets. I got into it in 2003. I got into a bad car accident, like a real bad car accident. My cousin and I I had got a rental car from his girlfriend. My cousin's girlfriend got me a rental car. So as soon as I got the rental car, my cousin asked me, you could bring me down so he wanted to re-up. He wanted to get some more drugs. I'm like, damn, man, just got the car, man. I'm ready to go. You want to go back down So I'm mad. So I'm like, all right, man, you know what? If I don't like being dirty. I don't like having drugs in the car. So if we going, you drive. So I let him drive down to meet his connect. He gets it, and instead of just jumping back on the highway to drop himself off to so I could go, because I had a girl waiting on me too to bring out to eat. So instead of him going to, drop himself back off so I could take my rental car and go handle my business, he want to drive around the street. He want to play the music all loud, just do a bunch of dumbness. And I'm frustrated in the car, and I'm telling him like, yo, I gotta go. Like, why you circling around the neighborhood and doing this dumb thing? So me and him going back and forth in the car, and I felt as though I owed him that ride because he okayed his girlfriend to get me the rental car. You know what I mean? So it kind of put me in a position where I felt as though I should at least give him a ride to go do that. Even though, mind you, where he wanted to go to get it from, he had just came from down there with her car. So it was more so, I think he just wanted to, I don't know, man. He just wanted to just drive the car because it was a rental car. I don't know, dumbness. So anyway, he doing all them circles around the neighborhood and all that. And so anyway, make a long story short, the cops, he picked up my god brother. He jumped in the back seat. So then, so I think doing all that driving around, I'm gonna skip around. I'm not gonna tell the whole story because it's kind of long. But anyway, we pulled over to let my cousin out the back seat to run the store to get us some Dutchess so we could roll some weed. So in the process of we letting out my god brother out, the cops pulled up on the side of us. So my cousin got like an ounce of crack cocaine on him. So the cop pulled up on the side of us, looked in the car, and then backed up a little bit and put the lights on. So my cousin like, I'm about to take him. I said, I'm about to get the fuck out. So I go to reach for the door to get out the door. He punched it. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So now we in the chase. Now I'm pissed because it's so crazy because I'm so pissed about the chase that I'm not even thinking about putting on my seatbelt. I see him put on his seatbelt. I just was so pissed because I was in a fucking chase after me telling them like, what are you doing? So we getting chased, boom, boom. So we jump on the highway. It's raining too. It was like November, I think 6, 2003. Yeah, somewhere, like November 6, 2003. So we getting chased. It was raining. So he got the police going. They way behind us. So he tried to get off an exit. His plan was to get off the exit, and then the exit we were getting off, you could turn around. you get off the exit, then you go around this thing, and you go right back on the highway going the other way. He had a great plan to get off, and you know what I'm saying, and then shoot back the whole other way. We went west. He wanted to go back and go east on the highway, which was a great plan. But he was going so fast off the exit, and off the exit is like a brick wall and like a fence on top of it. So I'm letting him like, yo, you gotta make this turn. You gotta make this turn. So he's like, I know. So he hit the brake to make the turn, man. It said, whoop, whoop. And and then in my head, I said, we are not about to make this damn turn. So when he hit the brakes and I felt this about to snap, I just turned around and hugged the seat. I hugged the shit out that seat. I mean, that fucking seat just came to life and said, get off me. I was squeezing the shit out that seat. So we hit the wall going like 40, 50, like 45, 50, because he slowed up. No, we probably was going like 50, 55, man, because he was going like 90, then 100, because we was flying down the highway. So he tried to make that turn, and he said, whoop, whoop. I said, oh God, hug the seat. We hit the wall. Boom. So we hit the wall, bang. So I'm past, like I'm on the floor. I'm underneath the dashboard. And I look up at my cousin and shit. So he slouched over the steering wheel and his glass is crooked. And it's weird because the way my brain thinks, out of all this stuff I can remember, I just remember his glass is crooked. He's sitting over the steering wheel, glass is crooked in the motherfucker. Them shit just crooked. So I looked at him, I'm like, oh damn, he dead. So the car was on fire. So all of a sudden, the cops came, they pulled me out through the back door. They're like, get out the car's on fire. I can't, because I'm stuck. Boom, they pulled me out, whatever. So then cops slammed me. They was mad that we took them, so they slammed me. Boom. Now, I'm gonna skip. So what I ended up suffering were 2 fractured legs. I broke both my femur bones in my jaw. My cousin shattered his ankle, had some other little stuff. But I stayed in the hospital for like almost 2 months. He was only in there for like 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean? So I'm in the hospital. So this is where it all started. They prescribed me all these, all these super potent drug painkillers. I had the morphine drip. I had Dilaudid, whatever that's called. And then we got, get Percocets. So I was on the shit for a while because I was in bad shape, you know what I mean? So it started there, and that's why I know a lot of people who I know addiction starts from is from like injuries or surgeries and dental work, and then they get on these pills, and then which is like a double-edged sword because it does take the pain away a lot of the times, or at least make it less painful than what you're dealing with, take the edge off. But at the same time, you're developing a habit, you know what I mean? So I started it was giving it to me. So now my body, like, I like it. I used to just fucking take it, watch movies. That's what it made me want to do. Just relax, high, just watch movie, watch TVs all day. You know what I mean? That was my thing. And I didn't quite notice that, hold on. I didn't quite notice I was addicted until they start eventually trying to wean you off of it. They, went from Percocets, then they started giving me Vicodins, and then I think they give you Tylenol with codeine. They start, going down. So as they going down, so I started finding myself lying about the pain I was in so I could get the perks. I'd be like, man, these Vicodins or these Tylenol with codeine, man, these ain't working, man. So at first I didn't notice it. Then I was like, damn, I'm lying. I'm lying to get, to get high. You know what I mean? So it started there, and that was in, and then it just kept going, man. It just kept going to the point where once they cut you off the drug, I couldn't just drag it on forever. So I drug it on for as long as I could as far as the pain. I need pain. Oh, I'm hurting. to now, I'm just lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the streets getting them, like, from people. And, you know, everybody, I used to always use the excuse, like, I'm in pain, man. I need some medicine, man. And I was just on a hunt for Percocets, man. And the thing that's so nasty about Percocets is what ends up happening is when you take them for so long, your body becomes like needed. So now when you don't have it, you have like withdrawals, man. Like your stomach be messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Your body just feel all. Remember this guy told me when one day, and I was on Percocets when he said it. He said, man, them perks, man, I don't like them, man. You know, that drug right there getting your bones. And when he said it, I was like, yeah, I get what he mean, because it's like when your bones ache when you don't have it, man. It's like heroin. You know what I mean? Like how they call it dope sick. It's the same type of thing. And the thing with that was I always was used. Everybody knew I was in a bad car accident, so I'm thinking, I'm making I'm like, yeah, my legs, my legs hurting. I need some perks, man. So, friends of mine, and I know behind my back they was like, yeah, man, this dude, I think he just on them. You know what I mean? But and I don't know. Well, one of my friends did tell me. She was like, yeah, I used to be like, wait a minute, like he always, asking for these. You know what I mean? But it started like that. And when you living in that life, man, it's like your everyday mission is, to make sure you got some pills, because if you don't want to wake up in the morning and you don't got your wake up, which means the shit to help you be able to go on with your day. Because if you don't have that, and you have something to do. Let's say you don't have a pill and you gotta go to an appointment that you have to go, like to an important doctor appointment or just some shit that you gotta go, and you ain't got no pill. You're gonna be like, oh my God, you have to have a pill, because you could time like, all right, by like 1 o'clock, I'm gonna start getting them dumb little hot, it's different stuff for different people, but I'm gonna start getting these little hot flashes. My stomach gonna start feeling dumb. You know what I mean? So you start just panicking, like, oh boy, I gotta get a pill. And it's kind of harder in my area to get them at the time, was because it ain't like crack or heroin when you could go to a certain, even though you could, like a lot of our corner stores used to sell them, but like crack and heroin and weed, it's so many spots that you could go. You guaranteed to get some crack or coke or dope, or you could kind of get it whenever. You just got to find the perks. I would say 88% of the time I was able to, 80% of the time I was able to get them. You know what I'm saying? It just was a search, man. Somebody that got perks. Somebody got perks. Somebody that's selling pills. That store got pills. You know what I'm saying? And that life, it takes a hold of you, man. And it's like, it's so unfair, because, these big pharma companies, they make this shit is addictive, man. Like, it's very addictive. Then they give somebody all that and then say, all right, gotta get you off of it. And now you got this habit. And then not only that, but they putting the shit in the songs, promoting it, and, got everybody, I'm on a perk and Xanax and all these little drugs, man, that's tearing down our society, man. It's really tearing us down. It's really sad that we live in a world where you are allowed to just say in music, like, I'm getting high, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's bad. People say freedom of speech, and when it's not really truly freedom of speech, because you get canceled and all kind of stuff. So it's not really freedom of speech, but it's free of you to talk about killing each other, especially our black people talking about killing each other and what drugs we're doing, and you know what I mean? And promoting that and pumping that into the world. You know what I mean? Pumping those vibrations out here. And when you on them Percocets, man, and them kind of drugs, man, this shit is serious. And there's young people out here on it, not really understanding the seriousness of that drug, man. Like, it is serious. Like it breaks you down. And then a lot of times people go into, because when you don't find it, a lot of I done heard of people going to get heroin. You know what I'm saying? Or fentanyl, because they body is so sick, and then make it so bad. The prices was ridiculous. Before, when I started, you was able to get like a 5 milligram for like a couple $3. The most was $5. Like they charge you $1 a gram. When all this like COVID and no, was it COVID? No, it happened before COVID. Prices started getting dumb. Like a 5 milligram will cost you $8, $7. A 10 will cost you like 15, 17. They were doing it like that. The stores was. So now, if you ain't got now it's expensive, because if you build up a tolerance to it, a 5 milligram ain't shit. Like I got to the point where I was chewing 30s. Like a maniac. I'm just chewing them. I got bad on it, man. I was bad, but I didn't look that way because I used to, keep myself up. And not only that, but I really don't know. I hid it from so many people because I was the type of person that do it, and I come in the house and I like to relax, kick back, enjoy my pill, and and when you fighting that damn, I remember I used to have company, right? I used to have company, like have, girls come over, and I'd be on a perk. So the hardest thing in the world is to try to fight it when you got company and you feeling good and you just want to do this bad as hell. You just want to do this. Doing that feel good as hell. So you just want to do that. But when you got company, you trying to fight it, and you sitting there listening to them, and they catch you. You don't even notice it. You be like, yeah, so, oh, what? Yeah, man, and damn, it's just crazy, man, how, how people be just doing, this is crazy. Then they call your name, like Steph, like, huh? Oh, man, I'm tired, man. You just fell asleep. Yeah, I'm tired. But it just felt so good. That little hot nod I got in the middle of our conversation, that was everything. You know what I mean? And I battled with it. And the thing I used to always tell myself, because I'm the type of person that I stop. Let's say I do it for 2-3 years straight. I'd be like, man, it's time for a break. Then I stop for like, I don't know, a couple months. You know what I mean? And then I start back. And that was the excuse I used to keep doing it. I used to be like, man, I can stop when I get ready. And it drug out for 2003 to, honestly, we started to go through podcasts. When did we start to go through podcasts? We started it last March 2001. We started, what was it? Yeah, I think we started to go through podcasts to March or February 2021, I'm sorry. And I took my last, remember I went with my co-host, Deacon Joe. We went to go buy equipment for the podcast. So I'm in the car, I'm on a perk. So I'm fighting it. And he said, and another thing I used to always do is I always have water with me, drink hella water. And he said, man, I knew it was something up with you, man. The way you was drinking that water in the car, he said, I just didn't want to say nothing because, you know what I'm saying? But I knew nobody drink water like that, bro. You just kept putting it up to your mouth. And I thought I was hiding it. So people that know me, because like I said, him and I have been hanging together since we were like 8. So we know. So, man. So I said after that, man, I said, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. I've been dealing with Percocet or whatever, Oxycodone, OxyContin I did, Vicodins. I used to do all Dilaudid. I used to do Vicodins, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People used to get, because sometimes you can't get the perks, so you be like, I just need something. So I take some Vicodins or whatever, something to give me that. And then when I didn't have nothing, I used to just get like, when I was just like, oh man, I gotta go be able to go to sleep. I ain't got nothing. I used to go get what's that? Tylenol PMs. So they used to make me sleepy. And I'm like, at least I could just fucking go to sleep, yo. You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about that because a lot of that is going on right now. Like not too long ago, we just had like a 12, I think 13-year-old in a school around here died from fentanyl overdose, man. You know what I mean? And it's a pain. It's horrible to hear those things, and it's horrible to live. It's like we live in a insane asylum, because how do we live in a world, right, where you are allowed to, there's so many other things you're not allowed to do. You know what I'm saying? And some are like crazy, something they don't allow you to do. I think somewhere you can't collect rainwater or something like that. Like just all this other stuff you got that we can't do. But we are allowed to promote these drugs, drug using, drug dealing, gun killing each other, all this stuff, man. And it's you're able to say it and people think it's okay. It's not okay. This is the annihilation of us, man. Like it is. We gotta start waking up, man. We have to start really coming together and really to start like sitting down and really looking at what is going on and what is being allowed and what we are doing to ourselves. We have to. You know what I mean? Because if we don't, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. You know, it's going to get worse. Because then what else you going to allow? Now, it's so many other things that's coming out that's starting to be okay now to do. You know what I'm saying? Before it wasn't okay. And now the more and more you go, it get worse. It get worse. You know what I mean? And if we don't, more of us don't start helping and start really expressing and to stop. There's so many ways I could go with this. It's so many ways, man. And the world would be so much better if we all, like, if it was love and really structuring our societies in a way that's beneficial for everyone, rather than a few structuring it to benefit them. You know what I mean? And we are the power. We are, us as a collective is the power that they controlling, that's making, that's allowing this negative mindsets, these negative messages, this negative energy to be pushed out here to our kids, to us. And when we gotta wake up, we gotta say, that's enough. Like, that's enough. And I think that's what the God, the universe is doing right now. That's gonna make it so bad, because it's gonna expose us as a whole, because we all contribute. Ain't nobody perfect. We all contribute some type of negative energy to the whole. And I believe it's going to get so bad that we're going to be like, yo, we have to do something. It'll bring us to our knees. And then when we're on our knees, when we got no choice, we're going to be like, please. I believe God is bringing us to our knees to be able to realize that we need to change, and we're heading in the whole total wrong direction. And it's because of money and power. You know what I'm saying? We have to, and there's people out here suffering from mental illness. You know, suicides done went up. Like, look at the news. They stay pumping negative stuff through the news because it catches the attention better. People love just looking at, but look, news, negative. Why they can't put a lot of positive and then throw a little negative in there? What they do, they have a whole negative broadcast. Then at the end, they show you a fucking puppy at a dog pound. Don't you want to adopt? You done showed us 5, 6 people done got shot up in a little massacre Somebody died in a car accident, a building collapse. It's a recall on romaine letters. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, you'll show us a damn puppy. Somebody, don't you want this? You know what I'm saying? Flip it around then. Just put more positive out, and then, you know what I'm saying? Put a bunch of positive, then at the end, put like a little piece where, you know what I'm saying? Something that happened that you want to put out there, man. It's crazy, man. This is a sane asylum that we living in, and people think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And until we all free, none of us are free. And that's a real thing. I know people hear these quotes and it sounds so like, oh yeah, this and that, until we all free. It just sounds cliche, but it's actually the truth. You know, we all in this together. No matter if you're white, black, Asian, no matter what you are. It don't matter what you are, we all in this together. You know what I mean? And we have to stand up. We have to just do our part. Do your part. Do whatever good that you know, work on. Like if you curse a lot, like me, I just cursed a few times in here. And I want to work on removing curse words from when I talk. You know what I mean? Like start small and just start doing stuff for other people, man, because this is all our world together. And, you know, but I don't want to go that. My whole purpose of this video was to just to bring some insight to, you know, Percocets and using perks. It's very addictive. Now it's younger generation is getting into it now. And what you have to understand is that drug, like this guy told me, it get into your bones, man. You get sick when you don't have it. Diarrhea, you know, aches, hot sweats, all that kind of stuff, man. All that kind of stuff, man. You get there and then you're walking around, you keep trying to get it, you're finding it, you're trying to find who got it. It's just the whole process of, you just stay away. Then, I even tell you, I tried to get off of it one time and with Suboxone. They gave me some Suboxone at the, and that's what really kind of put in my head that I got to stop this, because I think an ad came up on YouTube or somewhere. If you want to stop opioid addiction, try the Suboxone, this, that. So I found it was like right downtown in the town I live in. So when I went in there, I had took me a perk. So, you know, I can't go anywhere without having a perk. So I don't want to be sick. So when I walk in there, I see everybody laying around, people grabbing their stomach. You just see a bunch of just people aching. So I'm like, man, these people in here sick. So I get seen. I go see the doctor. He like, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm hooked on opioids. I'm just trying to get off of it. He said, you had some today? I was like, yeah. He was like, I can't give you the medicine today because you have to come sick. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you can't come take me, you have to come sick. And that's why when I walked in, I see all them people all bent over and all that. And when he said those words, he said, you have to come in sick. It tweaked me, just hearing that, like sick. I did it, came in and like, I forgot when, a few days later, I was just like, oh man, I'm at this shit. Oh my God. You know, like my stomach was just, I'm farting everything. Just, oh man, farting. Just like, oh man, I'm embarrassed. So my mom, I gotta stop this. So I took it one time, the Suboxone, I felt good. It's like a strip, and I put it like under my tongue. I felt good, and then I just felt real sick. Like not sick from perk, but like a nausea, just nasty feeling. So I just stopped taking them and continued on my opioids, man. And now I've been totally off of them for almost a year. Just totally. Like, I don't want it. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. I'm just not doing it. And it's a blessing to be able to do that, because I definitely was chewing 30s. I mean, I was bad, man. I was doing like, at my worst, I was chewing like, I'm not bad as some people that I know. Let's say I was chewing like 4 30s a day. Like I do one, then I do another one, then 3 to 4 a day. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was bad, man. So now I'm straight. I'm off of it, and I just wanted to get that out to just because I know that's a big issue that we're dealing with now in our community. And I would like to see us start talking about these things instead of bigging up all this other garbage out here, man. Let's keep it real, man. We got to start monitoring and really fighting against these messages that's being pushed through the music and the news. Let's get together. Let's start talking and talking positivity, putting more positivity, because only take, they say about, what is it, 1% of the population to shift the consciousness of the planet. I believe. I'm not sure. I believe I heard that. So I'm gonna end there, and do me a favor and just, first of all, subscribe to the Go Through podcast again with Stepper and Deacon Jones on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. And subscribe here too if you haven't subscribed. I'm gonna get more frequent with putting up videos because I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and and it makes me feel better to get this stuff out. You know what I mean? And hopefully to help someone else in the process. So do me a favor, y'all, and smile. Just do this. Just do that right there. And they ask you, why you smiling? Just tell them Stepper said it. Stepper said it, man. All right, y'all. God bless.